Howdy everyone, Runt9 here, and welcome back to Runt9 Plays Teamfight Manager. We're taking a look at the Teamfight Manager 1.1 update, which has breathed new life into the game for me. I've been spending a lot of hours on a solo playthrough, and the reason why is this screen right here, New Game Plus. It offers up a lot of different ways to customize how you play the game, and most importantly, difficulties, so the game isn't super easy. You can skip the 2v2 and 3v3 in your first seasons, go right to 4v4. But definitely patch cycle, patch level, and champion category. Patch cycle allowing you to double the number of patches and crank it up to where 8 to 10 champions can be changed per patch, and the changes can be much bigger. This shakes up the meta a ton throughout a season. You can't just get in your rut, say this is my strat, and just do it the whole season. You gotta be constantly changing up your strategies. And champion category random means you get a random set of starting champions, and a random champion is added every split. And I've not done a ban and pick time limit on my own time, but I want to force myself to get through ban and picks a little faster. So we're gonna do this as well as bump things up to insane difficulty. I've been doing hard on my own time, and it is definitely more difficult, but I really want to see if we can get stuck a little bit and really try to build up our team and whatnot. So we actually just started a new one. I've got to yeet some of these. We just started a new one a second ago. And let's take a quick look at the champions that we got. So in the warrior camp, we have no tanks, which is one of the reasons I wanted to keep this. You don't start off with knight or shield maiden. Yo, Critter, how's it going, friend? Good to see you. So with lancer, swordsman, fighter, we've actually got like some high damage melee characters, and Zerker obviously has an incredible ult. In the marksman camp, you've got your typical archer sniper, but along with boomerang hunter and gambler, you've got a neat set of marksmen. The four main mages you care about, I mean, you've got fire, ice, and lightning mages all along here, and Necro, who I hate and is like a permaban for me. For supports, double heal comp on the table, but most importantly, we have the potential for the Bard Zerker combo. If you haven't seen Bard before, Bard has a... Bard's basic attack is kind of like Priestess in that it cannot do damage to enemies. It is a buff attack, and it buffs attack speed, which is really cool to add on top of Zerker, especially with Zerker ult. And Bard ult is your entire team gets increased cooldown reduction and greatly increased attack speed. And Archer gets, so Bard plus Zerker, and we started off with no assassins. So no assassins, no tanks, basically means you're going to be seeing a lot of marksman mage support, and you have to figure out which of these not super tanky melees do you want. Let's take a look at our initial squad here. 5 out of 10 music playlist has Monster Train but not Risk of Rain. Okay. So we started off, well, I mean, we can look at it this way. So I believe they all started off as ordinary. Ordinary, yes. So we've got Lancer Necro, Shrine Maiden Lancer, Fighter Pyro, and Shrine Maiden Lancer. So Lancer is probably like an easy first pick for us a lot of times, because we can put that on just about anyone. But we also want to get into a little bit of recruitment. This looks interesting. If you haven't seen Teamfight Manager before, you are in for a treat. It is a very fantastic game where basically you manage an esports team, and the esports team plays a... basically imagine if it was League of Legends or Dota, but only team fighting. And it's an auto battler. You control the picks and bans, but you don't control the battles themselves. You just have to trust that your players are going to do the best. You're essentially the coach of this team. So we need to get some recruiting going as well. And so you start off in the amateur league, and basically your goal is to get to the top two. The top two teams get promoted to semi-pro. The top two teams in semi-pro get promoted to pro division 2, and then pro division 1 is above that. So you've got a lot of room to advance. Drippin was playing Dota last night. I don't know how I feel about that game. I have the same problem with Dota that I had with Heroes of Newerth when it was big. Is I like the bright artwork of League so much more. So usually I will go and try to get new champion masteries added, but honestly, just pump everything into attack early on, because these guys, they have no training stars, which means that they're not going to get a lot of training done anyways. I'm also on the League side. Yeah, League was the one that I sunk my 1,000 hours into. Alright, second cup of coffee down for the day. So, one of the other big things they added, weekly activity. So, used to, during these recruiting periods, pretty much nothing to do other than recruit, maybe craft some equipment and whatnot. But now you get this weekly activity. So you can do streaming, which basically you have the ability to earn a little extra gold. You can do special training, which you can spend some money to add a little bit of extra XP to attack, defense, a champion mastery, or you can re-roll a champion mastery into something else, which can come in very handy. And then you've got mental training, which allows you to randomly re-roll all traits or acquire or drop individual traits. But you can see it's very expensive, so it's definitely not something you do early on, and also definitely not something you do with your starter crew. So I'm not going to worry too much about doing anything other than streaming, because we want a bunch of cash, and that's basically our primary focus. And you start off by only getting one weekly activity. Over here, you can get a second one, and then over here, I believe, is when you get a third one. Yeah, that's where you can get a third one. Yeah, the CC in Dota is definitely significantly crazier than it is in League. All right, weekly activity. We're going to stream and just try to get whatever gold we can, kind of stash that away, because we want facility upgrades as much as possible. And I think adding in the weekly thing, as well as you'll see the strategies here in just a minute, once we actually get into our first match, this adds more definition to the fights themselves, and it actually can matter quite a bit. We should be getting our first recruit in here, and we're definitely going to just take whoever we get. They're an 11-11. They've got Boomerang Hunter, Lightning Mage. That's fine. I mean, nothing too crazy there. Now we're just going to pump everything into attack here. And like I said, we're going to keep focusing on streaming. And streaming gets you fans, as does playing games. And the higher the league you're in, the more potential money you can get. So you get some random donations. You have a chance of, you can take these missions that give you a higher payout for a lower success rate. Or you can just do a basic stream with ads, not try to complete any challenges, and you get just a flat amount of money, basically. So we're kind of speed running through this early bit a little, just to, get what we can. So sponsors are pretty much the same. Ice Mage, Swordsman, Zerker 10 times, probably doable. Pyro, Shrine Maiden, Lancer, at least 12x, probably going to happen, and that is a pretty solid payout. 11 wins? I don't know that I trust 11 wins, because we would need to go 11-3 to get that. Prevent a losing streak of at least 2. I don't know that I trust that one, but I think Xiaomi here is definitely possible for a 1385 payout. Because I have a feeling we're going to be getting Lancer quite a lot. Speaking of which, why don't we get someone else who's good at Lancer? And let's keep streaming because cash is going to be the most important thing to get our facility upgrades going. So since we don't have time to recruit anyone else, no sense in spending the 10 gold. Keep streaming. And then let's get into our season. So because we are playing on insane difficulty, that means that the other teams are going to be better than us. Just straight out of the gate. They already have a full set of amateur league players, and they're also more likely to have players with good traits on insane difficulty. So that's your offline content house? Yeah, basically. It's what do you do in your own time? And you can upgrade your house to bigger and better gaming houses. We're up against Sandsox Gaming. Let's take a look, because we since we only have 30 seconds per pick ban, we want to make sure that we kind of figure out a strategy ahead of time. We're probably going to want to first pick Lancer, but they've got some Necro here for sure. So I think a Necro Pyro ban seems good. I want to try to go Lancer Zerker Bard if possible. But again, double heal comp is on the table if we were so inclined. And Shrine Maiden Priestess, it works really well together. But I want to try to get Bard Lancer Zerker and then just kind of fill in that last slot. So let's proceed to the match and see what happens. Also, you can click to skip things, and the after battle interview things have also been removed from the game. So things go a little bit faster. So I like having Shrine Maiden as an option. Why don't we swap in Zizitai and Fofo for... Well, so you both have exactly the same mastery and exactly the same stats. So we're on red team here. I don't know if they are going to try to first pick Lancer away from us. But I definitely like the... Well, I mean, Boomerang Hunter is also a good play here. So we're going to ban Necro and probably ban Pyro. Ban Necro Pyro here. Sand socks sounds like a light punishment. Like you fill socks with sand and then the soap on a rope kind of thing. That's right. There's like literally no good place for my camera. Let's try to go just all the way in the top left. Or somewhere like right here. Although I think that's going to cover up the kills in-game. Bring it down from the top a little bit. Yeah, remaining time. We're banning Pyro and we're banning Necro. Crap, that's right. There's a time limit now. They first picked Bard, then give me Lancer Zerker. With Pyro out of there, why Necro? Because they have 3 people with a little bit of Necro going on. Not just sand in a sock and get forced to wear them? Oh god, that wasn't what I was thinking. That sounds awful. No assassins means they can definitely run what they're running here. I like the thought of grabbing Boomerang Hunter, but we can't. Let's grab Lightning Mage. And then Shrine Maiden is an option. Yeah, let's grab Shrine Maiden on this one. So they've got an all squishy comp, no melees at all. We've got a pretty good setup here, and so this is the strategy you can do. You've got ultimate timing as to, do you use ultimates whenever, or do you use them early on in the match, late on in the match? Linked ultimates gives you a chance to, say, use ultimates simultaneously or separately. So, like, if you have ultimates that are just, like, clear the screen, you can say, all right, we'll use them separately so we can clear the screen multiple times. And then distance between allies is easily the biggest one. If you're against a pyromancer, you can say, all right, give some space so that AoE kills us less. Or if you're against assassins, you can kind of cluster together a little bit more so that the assassins have less of a chance at just nuking your backline. I feel like a late ult on this one is going to be pretty good. And honestly, Lancer Zerker seems pretty good against an all squishy comp, but man, Bard with Gambler Sniper is going to be real tough to deal with. So let's see what we get here. Fofo just got absolutely nuked from the beginning, and we're having a hard time actually reaching their backline here. They've just got so much damage. Look at this, they are up 5-1 on us early here, and we just can't get there. We just cannot get there. Look at the incredible amount of damage, and this is what happens when you have no assassins and no tanks available. Holy crap, we are getting shredded. Zerker and Lancer movement speed is just too low. We got Shrine Maiden ultimate coming out. Now Lightning Mage ulti, Zerker ulti. Can we bring this back though? Don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. No, we're not gonna be able to get there. Holy cow. All right. Look at this. 6, 1, and 12 on Barrier Mage, 10, 5, 10 on Sniper, 5, 5, 15 Gambler, and 0, 3, 10 Bard. Did anything we do work? I think Lightning Mage was the only reasonable one here. Alright, well then. We can't get in there for damage very easily when they're playing like that. So maybe we want to leave Necro open, and I think we probably want to try to grab Boomerang Hunter and maybe Archer. Our team basically just sent it down the middle. Basically, yeah. I'm going to ban Sniper, because that's the longest range one. And I'm still going to ban Pyro, but maybe we go Swordsman Fighter. Or not. I'm going to take Bard away from them. First pick Gambler. Gambler Fighter. That's a little bit more normal. So I think we still take Lancer. Lightning Mage, huh? Alright, give me Boomerang Hunter and Zerker. So they are not all squishies. They did bring out Fighter this time. We've got a pretty solid setup here, though. Again, I like the thought of Bard plus Berserker. And definitely just leave the ults for later. Doesn't matter too much with this squad. But this time, they're going to have to actually engage with us a little bit. And we're dying again. We are getting absolutely shredded. To be fair, our team doesn't necessarily do a ton of damage. Okay, so Gambler early on is looking like it's pretty strong. Look at that. 7, 0, and 8, 0, and 9. Seraph on Gambler over here. Alright. Bard ult plus Zerker ult, and we just got CC'd into oblivion. Yo, like, we got absolutely dumpstered. That wasn't just a 2-0 loss. That was a 2-0 embarrassment. So actually, we could probably put the camera right here and not really be blocking anything. Kind of a weird spot for it, but Do you even know how to play this game? So, yes, I have 50 hours in the game at this point. So it looks like squishy comps are actually pretty strong right now. So let's see after the first week, what do the champion stats look like? Gambler had a 100% pick ban rate and a 4.11 KDA. Necro looking pretty strong. Again, 100% pick ban rate. Fighter, Sniper, Zerker, 100% pick ban rate. So Zerker not looking too strong right now. With no assassins, it definitely feels like we need to focus on range and speed. 50 hours of stumbling around like a buffoon. I have a pretty good win rate in this game so far, I would say. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that we need to be looking at Gambler as a first pick, first ban. Since we can't first pick Gambler, I think we need to ban it. And then I think we want to try to get Swordsman. I like the thought of Fighter, Swordsman, and then like Sniper. Ban Bard. Imagine being red side. So they first picked Fighter. In that case, I think we go Swordsman, Sniper. A Necro pick, not really surprised there. I'm gonna go Archer. Let's get the range going. Zerker, alright. Zerker, Lancer, they got 3 melee. That's where you bring Pyro into the fight. Pyro's got some great AoE. I'm pretty sure we have no mastery on any of these. Yeah, no mastery at all. That's fine. So then it literally doesn't matter who plays what. And the ultimate timing shouldn't matter here. Okay. So Swordsman is gonna do some good work. As should Pyro. Okay, we're actually keeping this one even this time. Archer Sniper range is really good against a triple melee comp. And Pyro AoE also very good against a triple melee comp. Alright, Zerker ult should be coming in shortly. Looks like we both have late ultimate timings on this one. Alright, there's the Zerker ult. Great Pyro Sniper ult in response, though. And I believe the Necro ult has already been used. They're making a comeback, but I think we just got too much damage for them to compete with. There we go. 1917, close game. Sniper's looking real good right about now. Sniper, Archer looking pretty solid. Yeah, Necro's a ban. I like banning Necro. So we have first pick. We can first pick Gambler here. I am gonna ban Necro though. Honestly, let's just ban Zerker. Because if we take Zerker, we're gonna lose, and if they take Zerker, it's just annoying to deal with. So we gotta first pick Gambler right now. It seems like Gambler's pretty strong. They grabbed Pyro and Archer. Well, we're definitely gonna take Sniper on this one. Are we gonna go all squish versus all squish? I think so. Give me Bard, Barrier Mage. And they grabbed Swordsman, who is kind of like a pseudo-assassin. Good movement speed, good damage, a little weak on HP and defense. Does anyone have any... Yeah, we don't have any masteries on any of these again. They've got a little mastery on Pyro over here, so Cloud Templar is going to be a little bit of a problem. You know what? Swordsman on a fast runner is very spooky. We might actually be in for a world of hurt, but I like the Barrier Mage play here. All right, they were able to get in on us. It looks like this one's just going to be a bloodbath. Lots of damage coming out on both sides, and again, Fast Runner Swordsman is proving to be very spoopy. But Bard Gambler is just absolutely devastating. Look at that, 7-3-2 halfway through the match on our Gambler here. I like how having a personality trait like Fast Runner makes a character in a video game faster. I know, isn't it crazy? Alright, Bard ult is down, and look at the shredding. Absolutely insane amounts of damage coming out. Bard ult plus triple or double marksman. 31-16. Look at that 2-0 victory. 8-2 and 14 Barrier Mage, 9-7, 13 Sniper, 14-6 and 9 Gambler, and an 0-1 and 20 Bard. I mean, it basically does not get better than 0-1-20 on a support. You love to see that stat line. And not a single one of their, well, okay. Lightning Mage technically had a positive KDA, but just barely. Worst scenario. What is this achievement? Start a 4v4 match by having all the participating players pick champions they haven't mastered. Alright, well, we're 1-1. What a stomp. That was an incredible stomp. So champion stats. Not 100% pick ban rate on Gambler anymore, but Barrier Mage with the 10.24 KDA. I have a feeling Barrier Mage is getting hit with the ban or the nerf bat. Fighter currently 100% pick ban rate with a 66% win rate. Gambler's definitely looking like first pick, first ban right now. Is Luffy okay? He's either working or asleep. Have you seen my man's Discord profile picture? I don't know what to make of his profile picture. All right, now Mad Gaming. What are they getting up to? Zerker Fighter, Bard, Ice Mage. I'm fine banning Zerker Necro. But if they're not going to pick Necro, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Yeah, I still like first pick, first ban Gambler, so let's ban Zerker. And honestly, ban Swordsman. I think Swordsman's the only one that can give a total squish comp a run for their money. And Necro, for that matter. Yeah, there's a first pick Necro, go figure. Necro Sniper, huh? I feel like we gotta take Bard here. They're probably gonna take Archer Fighter. No, then we get Archer Fighter here. Interesting team comp. Sniper is going to be a heck of a problem, especially with Smell of Blood. Increases attack by 2 every time the player kills an enemy on something like Sniper, who's very, very strong. Again, I don't think we have any masteries here. Bard plus Gambler just seems very, very good. They got a lot of damage too, though. Barrier Mage is seeming very strong. Okay, Barrier Mage scares the crap out of me. We'll just leave it at that. Freaking Quadra Kill Sniper ult, man. Alright. Yeah, so Necro is just gonna stay on the permaban list. I'm not dealing with Necro anymore. I refuse. That Bard ult, though. Look at that freaking Bard ulti. Bringing it back. How did we take the lead? We're up 18-16. We held on. Let's go. Don't call it a comeback. Oh, 2 and 12 Bard. Woo. Bard OP, please nerf. No, don't nerf my Bard. All right, you know what? You've got a red arrow pointing upwards, so we're gonna bring you in for Yellow Pete. Or no, Yellow Pete also has an arrow pointing upwards. All right, Necro is staying on the permaban list, so we're gonna ban Necro Gambler here. First pick Lancer, Sniper banned. I'm liking the Bard Archer here, also Bard Barrier Mage. But we want the only marksman left. Well, there's 2 marksmen left. I think Archer's a little better than Boomerang Hunter right now. I love when LOL Bard ults me when I'm in a fight. It's just the best. Most trolled character. Bard is definitely like one of the characters that's easiest to troll your team with. Anivia obviously is up there as well. So they got 2 melees. They got 3 melees. This is an easy pyro play. Yeah, again, no masteries. Let's see what happens here. Barrier Mage doing well, Pyro doing well. Bard plus Pyro against triple melee is so much damage. Barrier Mage keeping Pyro alive a little bit longer. All right, now granted, that Zerker ult is going to come out soon enough and it's going to hurt like heck. There's an Ice Mage ulti right on our spawn point. Freaking spawn killing noobs. We're down 12-7, but we still have our ults ready to go. There's an Archer ult and a Barrier Mage ult. There's Bard ult. Countered by the Zerker ult, though. Good Pyro ult. Good Pyro ult. Come on, we can bring it back. We can bring it back. We're only down by 4. Oh, we're going to game 3, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to a 3rd set. All right. What killed us there? Zerker, Piercing Spear. All right, Zerker's a good ban. Pyro obviously did well. Bard's still looking good. Archer just isn't as good as Sniper and Gambler are right now, though. So I gotta think that you ban Zerker Necro here. Bard banned, unsurprisingly enough. First pick Gambler or first pick Sniper? So if we don't pick Gambler, I feel like we got to first pick Gambler. That gives them Sniper. Lightning Mage Archer. Okay, I will take Gambler Sniper here. Swordsman. Give me Ice Mage, Barrier Mage. I think Ice Mage, Barrier Mage is a way to kind of kite Swordsman Lancer here and just try to let Sniper Gambler go to town. Barrier looks good. Barrier has been pretty solid thus far. And Barrier Ice Mage should kind of slow down their melee assault a little bit and just let Gambler Sniper go ham. Which thus far seems to be working. Gambler rolled high on that one. Rolled a 4 on that one. Looking good. We're very squishy, but again, with no assassins to counter squishy comps. Obviously, like a great Archer ult. Can't say much about that. Oh, Gambler rolled a 6. You love to see it. Great, great barrier on that one. Kind of a terrible sniper ult. All right, Gambler rolled a 13-4 on his ult. Ooh, that's bad. That's basically a waste of an ult. We're up 23-12 right now, so we should just be able to hold on for the win. Don't let him come back on us. Easy W. I was sweating a little bit at the end there, but I mean, that's... Gambler Sniper seems to just be a really strong combination right now. Honestly, if we can get Barrier Mage, Sniper, Gambler, that'll definitely take us through the next game. And then it just comes down to what all gets the nerf bat. I think this is probably a good spot to leave off the first YouTube episode, though. Appreciate you all watching out there. We've got... Taking a look at the ranking list right now. So we're currently in 4th place. 2-1 plus 1. Which tells us that most of our games are going to that 3rd game. Sand Socks up at the top. Currently 3-0 plus 6. Meaning they have not dropped a single set. So we're doing well so far, and you can see it, the champion stats. Gambler looking like an easy nerf bat target. Necro and Zerker probably getting the nerf bat with the 100% pick ban rate. Flash the mastery patch. Things are looking pretty good, though. I'm liking where things are going, and I'm liking the difficulty of insane difficulty. So for all of you watching out there on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, and check out the next episode coming out soon. And if you're watching, and make sure you come check us out live over on twitch.tv/Rut9Plays. But until next time, I'm Rut9, and I'll see you later.